That's fine, because your Mars thing goes, is,
Yeah, it's 8 minutes.
that's fine, that's fine. Had to reboot the computer.
Uh-oh.
That, your camera connects.
I figured it would.
Yeah.
Let's get it set.
Are you cued?
Yeah. Can you stand up there just to... And then look at the monitor and see how we're doing?
The problem is we got the sun.
Go this way. Go under the thing. How's that? Better?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I think in a few minutes it'll be...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. And you have rosters, okay? I got the defensive side, if you want to do both. Gavin, good thing he's not a...
The YouTube stream is up. I will start.
But 6:30 I've got, I can start webcasting, I think.
Yeah,
Facebook.
I'm sending it to Facebook now.
Oh, okay. Well, then at 6:30 it should automatically just kick on.
All right, well,
That's when I have it. And I should set it like for next week at like 6:25 maybe.
and then we should just check it though.
Oh, I'm definitely checking it.
Cool. I'm looking at the YouTube feed from over the internet, so that's... All right, and it's 6:17, so, all right. Yeah, I've got rosters for both here. Oh, did you have...
Have you heard from Rick Rambaldo lately?
No, I meant to reach out. Could you circle the starting?
I can just tell you what they are. So Cardinal.
Okay, Cardinal.
Defense. Number 2. Number 8.
Got it.
Number 7.
Got it.
Number 10.
Yep.
20. 21.
Got it.
52.
Got it.
58.
Got it.
76.
Got it.
78. That's Di Battista. In Conaho. Yeah, Conaho. Conaho. I think.
Okay.
And then Robinson, 88. Last one. And then the star players, number 2, if you wanted to put a star by him, just so you kind of maybe. Number 6.
6.
Tyler Kitzberger. I know, sophomore and a junior. And then the senior for number 52, Ryan Kelly. This Ben Montgomery, I can't believe I mean, there's no position. It's like, Wickliffe did the same thing and so did Cardinal. It's like, are you kidding me? How can you not have a position on here?
I know.
I mean, who cares about the height and weight?
Give me some numbers for Wickliffe.
Okay, 1, 6, 9, 10, 33, 50, 53, 56, 61, 72, Blake Primizic, 75, Mitchell Lindsley, the gentle giant.
Okay.
So that's offense? And it's Cardinals. It's not Cardinals.
As your brother was telling you that
like,
I was walking by and he goes, Frank, it's Cardinals.
Hey.
All right. Well, did you need this?
Yeah, let's wait till 6:31 to make sure the Facebook thing's up because it's supposed to be up at 6:30. I will turn it on next week at 6:20.
No problem.
I will run the camera. Oh, just for today. We have one a year.
I know.
What next week though might be work.
I'll tell you what, you get on that field, it's like 20 degrees hotter down there on that field of turf. It's nice, but it's hot.
And it's really bouncy.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's nice and cushy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting tackled on a pillow.
Better than dirt.
Yeah.
Since I'm going to launch music here in a few minutes, would you mind running down and getting some waters?
Oh yeah, good for it. Hi.
Mark, you sure?
How many you want? Two?
At least 2. Coach, you need a water or anything?
You know what? Yeah, I'll grab one. Yes.
Okay, 1 or 2?
Just one's fine.
You want 2 or 3 drinks?
I want 2. Tonight, you got to hydrate tonight.
Yeah.
And they got to hydrate because these are the games we end up with a bunch of
Muscle cramps.
muscle cramps and stuff. That's wow. Maybe I don't need my glasses. Somebody said sometimes as you age, this is great.
Reverting back to your youth.
unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Singly laughs, don't mean you can ask us. Pushing down the relative, bringing out your high self. Think of the fun song. Pushing down the battlefield instead of bringing the attitudes to walk the world. And everything you ask to brace yourself. With grace to be, I know this world and what it seems.
It's unbelievable.
You burden me with your questions. You'd have me tell no lies. You'll always ask what it's all about. So listen to my replies. You say to me I don't talk enough, but when I do I'm a fool. These times I've spent I've realized you shoot through and leave you. The things you say, your purpose just give you away. The things you say, in thought I love you more. The things you say, your purpose just give you away. The things you say, you're unbelievable. You're so unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
Welcome to the big show. He could go all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am ready for this. Maybe we'll walk onto camera here a little bit, huh? From the top of the ridge here, Wickliffe, Ohio. High atop the ridge. Might help if I turn Mark's microphone on, huh?
Hi, top.
There you go. The center of the universe, basically, ladies and gentlemen, is 44092 as we kick off football the proper way. Football Night in America begins here on the Worldwide Blue Devil Network as your Wickliffe Blue Devils tonight are hosting the Cardinals. of Brookside High School from Sheffield Lake. Hello again, everybody. Once again, my name is Frank Foti. That young man. You get it? young man is Mark Tennant, and tonight we've got a good one as the season kicks off for the year 2022. The Blue Devils are hosting the Cardinals from Brookside. Last year we went over there. Didn't go as the way we would have liked it, but tonight we'll see if we can get a little bit of revenge as your Blue Devils, much more experienced, still a young team, but Mark, it's always this time of year. You know it's the first game because, folks, I got to tell you, the first game, it's always hot and humid up here in the booth, and tonight is no exception.
And we were here at 8 a.m. because we wanted to make sure we were able to bring the broadcast to you.
That's right.
Where you're at.
That's right.
And, I got tingles. I'm not kidding. 19th season, by the way.
You've put up with us that long?
And it's going to be a fun one tonight. There's only, two seniors starting, so we're still a really, really young team, the Blue Devils. And talking with Coach Porcello, and you'll hear and you will hear the interview here in just a little bit. And we spent some time with Coach. Normally it's 3 or 4 minutes, but it was the extended version this evening because it being game one and so forth. But looking forward, he talks about the team we're playing because we opened up against Brookside at Brookside last year. Your Wickliffe football team did.
You did it, not me.
And the result wasn't what we wanted it to be. But Coach says a lot of improvement has went on this year. They've worked hard since December of last year. They were back in the weight room right after the season, and we're looking forward to kicking off 2022.
Also, folks, a lot of firsts tonight. Somebody who's normally been up here in the booth with us from time to time, Mark's brother Scott. Scott takes over the main PA announcing duties here at Wickliffe High School, and Scott. Scott does a great job, and got to give a little shout out to Mrs. Scott Tennant, who's got some interesting things going on tonight with regard to the swing band. And also,
assistant director.
Exactly, assistant director. And something else I think it's worth mentioning, if you've not had a chance to get up here, and I'm not even talking about like taking a sporting event, and the camera won't be able to show it, but the progress on the new school campus is tremendous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful, and I guess they started doing some preliminary tours of the complex. So a tip of the Blue Devil tail to Joe Specia, Julie Ramos, and so many others who've made that possible. And this is the last school year that's starting in the old building.
Right.
This time next year the new building will be open, and heavy in the heart for me because that's the building we graduated out of. But still, very cool things happening here in Wickliffe, Ohio. In the background, you can hear the I'm going to say it, the best damn band in the land, the Wickliffe Swing Band, as they're playing the fight song. And something about we're taking, I think there's a college now in Columbus we have a problem with because it's the Wickliffe Blue Devils. So.
Yeah, like I said, it's really starting. People are starting to come in. I think we're going to have a nice crowd this evening. And once again, starting a new season, it's a new year, hot, where like it should be in August. But by the time we wind this thing up, it'll be probably pretty nice and cool by then. But we're going to enjoy the weather between now and then. And Frank, I actually thought you were going here. And if you haven't been up to Wickliffe High School in a long time, not only is the new campus just tremendous, but actually this field, which is only a year old, they were able to, and I think we're going to pan to that, and this field is beautiful. I mean, I know there was people that at that 70s reunion we had at the end of July didn't even know the field had changed, and they just want to come up just to look at the new field. It was like I was telling them about the field, and there's a new field. It's just not dirt and mud now. No, it's beautiful. And as a matter of fact, there'll be other schools playing on this field when the Blue Devils are on the road. So a complex that's used very much. The soccer team played here last night, and we're playing here tonight, and it's just no mud, no nothing. It's just a wonderful field, great to be on. It's like you're getting tackled on a pillow.
Right.
as one of the Wickliffe film guys just told me here a little bit ago, Kevin. But great. Everybody's looking forward to it. Brookside looks like they're ready for their first one. They want to hit somebody else without a black helmet on, just like we do. So we're ready.
You know, you mentioned the soccer team. Tip of the hat to them. A 6-0 shutout victory over Brush last night. That was here. So that's, getting off to a great start. And, actually for quite a number of seasons, the Blue Devils have done exceptionally well in another form of football. So we'll be getting after it here in about 23 minutes or so as, checking Doppler Devil weather, 81 degrees, a bit of humidity, no rain in the forecast, at least for tonight, as the Blue Devils are hosting the Cardinals of Brookside, which is out in Sheffield Lake out on the west side. So Devils this season, by the way, have six of their regular season games are here at home. So actually I think tonight, next week we're here.
Yep.
And then I think
The following week.
the first three in a row. Next week I think it's Akron North is here.
Yep.
And then Painesville, Harvey. So some really great footballs to start the season. And the Devils hopefully will be taken out, trying to extract some revenge from the Cardinals after last season. I think it I know it wasn't all that pretty. I think it was like 42-6, but we'll see what happens here tonight as the Devils much more experienced, because last year what we have one or two seniors, and then the rest of the team was freshmen and sophomores. So you've got that much more experience on this team, and it's a combination of experience, confidence, and something that we like to say with regard to when you're playing sports, when the guys when they can slow the game down, then great things happen. You hear about this time and time again. Everyone's so excited and you're running on adrenaline, but if you can slow the game down and make it come to you, then good things can happen. So hopefully tonight we'll see that happen.
Hopefully we do. And I got to tell you, I haven't had a craving for a food in a long time, because it just whatever, is just what used to be my thing, not much anymore. But I do have a craving for a Petty's pizza tonight after the game. An 8-cut pepperoni pizza.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
A couple of slices there. So, yeah, and as a matter of fact, I already ran into some folks that we know, folks I've worked with at my former job at Case Western Reserve University. Number 22 is the favorite son of my friend Vanessa, number 22, Braylon Connett. And he's in his second year. And what's so funny, Braylon, along with a lot of other kids last year, and we were talking with Coach Porcello a little bit ago about that. And, do you realize that it was over half the kids that started the very first play last year had never played a down of organized football before.
That's right. That's
so,
right.
I mean, that's, and I know a lot of people listening, on the broadcast probably didn't know that. And, for us, and we kind of live this, it's inside baseball for us, but I think it's worth noting that, the improvement that Coach talks about here in the upcoming interview we're going to play for you is really something. It's stellar, and, they just keep coming back. They're workers, and that's all you can ask for, just trying to get better and keeping yourself in the game. So looking forward to this one. And so we have a new quarterback this year, although we saw him last year a little bit, E.J. Mester, and, of course, Vince Gargiulo is back, Bobby Plum is back, and a lot of the exciting guys that you know from last year as well. And if you first time tuning in, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here along the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. And I'm ready, Frank. Mark, let's just get going.
While we have the opportunity, let's make mention that tonight's webcast and all the webcasts are made possible by way of the Wickliffe Schools Alumni Association. I want to give a shout out to our executive director, Leah Reese, who's done a great job in assisting us getting the website updated. And they've got some really exciting things that they're going to be announcing in the upcoming weeks and months with regard to the Alumni Association. Actually, we'll be talking about the Athletic Hall of Fame, and where we'll be inducting, I think, 6 new members this coming year. There'll be a wonderful evening at here in Wickliffe at Pine Ridge, and I know there's going to be some coaches and some players going in, and all of that happens by way of the Wickliffe Schools Alumni Association. So if you'd like to get involved, the website, which you probably had to click on to get connected to tonight's webcast, you can contact us one way or another, and if you'd like to get involved, we'd love to have you become involved in the Alumni Association.
And I will say this, we're also on YouTube and Facebook, so it's wickliffealumni.org, and once you get there, you'll be able to navigate pretty easily to the site. So wickliffealumni.org, and you can get involved even if you're a million miles away and want to kick in a little bit and help us out here at the Alumni Association. We would love it, and we just love when you bring the games, and as long as you're here, we'll be here.
That's right. So we're about 17 and a half minutes away from tonight's kickoff, and you know what, Mark, now might be a good time that we roll. You had a chance to have an extended chat with Coach Purcello, and he had some really, really great insights on that, and he's always a good interview, and so Mark had a chance to to chat with Coach Mars Purcello, and here are his thoughts for tonight's game and the upcoming season.
Well, here we go. Season 2022 of your Wickliffe Blue Devils high atop the ridge this evening, opening up against the Brookside Cardinal and Coach Mars Purcello. We're here with, and for how many years in a row has this been?
As a head coach, you mean? So this is my 12th.
So this will be our 12th time meeting on opening night.
That's right.
With so many programs in the state, and then in particular your program, I mean, over the last 4 or 5 years, we had a nice run, but of course people graduated and so forth, and, schools can be all over the board as far as progress and where they're going. So for the Blue Devils this year, expectations, goals, and so forth, can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Expectations are much higher than they were last year. We basically lost one starter from last year. So, a lot of these guys have experience. We are starting some younger guys still that haven't played before, but we're pretty confident in them. We have high expectations. We're feeling pretty good about coming into week one.
Well, I remember probably about 365 days ago from today when, you were pretty much starting from ground zero, I should say, with the new team and so forth. But, have you installed a little bit more on both sides of the ball? Are they getting it a little bit more? I mean, talk about the progression from the end of, last season, the last game of the year until tonight.
Yeah, last year we were very, very, very basic. And so we've been able to put in a lot more, especially defensively. We've got some guys in the defensive backfield that really can make they're able to make some adjustments pre-snap, post-snap. So we're able to do a lot more with these guys this year, just because they were around last year. We had a great off season. Kids worked really hard. Starting in December, they were in the weight room, and it's starting to pay off. We're a lot more sophisticated. We don't have to be as simple this year. So,
are you able to install a little bit more with what you wanted to do?
Well, yeah, for sure. Based on, I wouldn't say we have everything that I want to do yet, because it's only week one, but a lot more than last year. We had a scrimmage a couple weeks ago. It was okay, but we're a much better team from 2 weeks ago, and I told the guys we're a much better team than we were last week. So we've seen a huge progression in talent, ability, and just their confidence, and that's the big thing, is they got to come in confident. We only have we have 4 seniors. One of our seniors broke his leg, so he's out for the season. Another one's out tonight, so we have 2 seniors dressing tonight. So we're still very young.
Okay, well, so let's maybe just go on both sides of the ball now. Let's talk about what we can expect this year. So, for me coming in, just as a guy kind of looking from the outside, Sean was going to come in as the starter. He got hurt, and apparently he's no longer with the team. So, EJ stepping right in, and it sounds like you've been working with him for a while. So how's he doing, and what do you like about him? Maybe his progress from last year, this year.
Yeah, he's I've been doing this a long time. He's one of my favorite players I've ever coached, honestly, and he's only a junior. So he's got so much potential. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever coached. I had to call him on a Tuesday night, right, and we had a scrimmage that Friday. And I told him, hey, this is a situation. He was only playing defense for us, and he was happy doing that. And I called him, and I was a little worried about how he would respond. I didn't want to throw it at him in the morning, so I said, "Hey, you're going to be our quarterback, and Coach, I got it. Don't lose sleep over it. I'll take care of it." So, and that's just the kind of kid he is. So,
awesome.
He's jumped in. He's throwing the ball really well. He runs our offense really, really well. So I'm he's a good runner. He's a leader. He knows our offense inside and out. So I'm excited to watch him play tonight.
So on the defensive side of the ball, we'll go back to offensive here, but on the defensive side of the ball, you've got some guys returning, and maybe were younger last year, another year under their belt. How's the defense looking? Just in their progress as well since last year.
Yeah, we actually, it looks different than it did 2 weeks ago, honestly. After that scrimmage, we had some things that we had to adjust. We're putting two of our better players as outside backers, Vince and then EJ and Bobby. So those three guys are kind of our shell guys. They're going to try to set an edge. These guys like to get outside. And so we put two of our best defensive players out there, just try to spill stuff back inside. But we've progressed well defensively. We actually went from a three-man front to a four-man front just within the last 2 weeks as well. So we'll see how that works as well. But just personnel-wise, we felt like it was going to fit our team better, and especially against these guys, I think it's a good defense for us tonight.
Okay, a little bit long just because, and I know you want to go back in here, but, because it's been so long since we've really talked, looking at the Brookside team and looking how the game was last year, 365 days ago and so forth, and just maybe obviously didn't go the way. Is there anything you see this week? Because we like to talk about film. I'd like to at least once an interview with you. See anything this week that you guys can capitalize on? And are they a better team? Talk about the Cardinals.
I would say we got a better shot this year. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And I think, it's kind of interesting because last year in the film we watched and the scrimmages we watched of them, they did not use a tight end. And then they came out and used a tight end against us all night last year, which kind of threw us for a loop. We adjusted to it, but we just didn't have the personnel to stop it. This year we have not seen a tight end as well. But we're prepared if they do come out with a tight end tonight. So defensively, we feel like there's some things we could take advantage of. When we're on offense, we feel like there's some things we can take advantage of. We're going to use a lot of misdirection and try to use a lot of our counter game just to take advantage of their linebackers like to fly all over the field. So
okay, well, a lot of kids that were juniors last year were seniors this year, and I know you mentioned you're just starting two. Mm-hmm. But there's still got to be maybe some of that senior leadership, even with guys maybe not starting. Can you talk about the seniors this year and the leadership and how things are maybe different from last year?
Sure. The three seniors we have, Patrick Quinn, he actually suffered a concussion. He just got back into the return to play yesterday, so we'll probably see him next week. Noah Garrison, he was actually hurt the last 2 weeks and just got released, cleared to play today. And then Vince Gargiulo is one of our main guys.
Yeah.
So he's gonna carry a big load on offense, and then he's the outside linebacker for us and sets our defense and that kind of thing. So.
And maybe this might be the second last one for me, Coach, but talk about Vince. And he played as a freshman, my goodness. And, now he's senior.
Yep.
What did that look like from ninth to?
Yeah, so Vince is as a freshman, he was good enough to play on a really good team that year. And then he suffered an injury. And then last year I'll tell you what, he's a quiet leader. Very quiet kid. He's the type of kid that, we lose a game and he's out here at 11 o'clock at night running sprints. It's crazy. But that's just the kind of kid he is. He's really quiet, but he's really intense, and he's a great leader.
Finally, this will be the last one for me. So overall this evening, what are you trying to accomplish? I mean, obviously there's the W there, but I mean, it is early. We're talking the middle of August, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
And you've only been in camp for a few weeks.
Yeah.
What do you hope to get done tonight?
Well, I told the guys we want to be physical tonight, and we want to play fast. And our motto on offense is take 4, hope for more. So I told them take 4 yards. If you get more, great. But I'm happy with 4 yards. And then we'll try to chunk them down the field if we have to. If we break a long one, great. But take what they give us, be physical, play fast, and then we also have to tackle. And that's going to be the key tonight. We have to tackle and in space. And something we've been working on all summer. So we'll see if it pays off tonight.
All right, there is your Blue Devil coach for game number 1 this year for the Lid Lifter against the Cardinal of Brookside. Brookside High School, and keep it right here on the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, we were able to get a little bit of the Wickliffe High School alma mater in there, and as we're about 8 minutes away from the start of not only tonight's game, but the season lid lifter for the 2022 season for not only the Wickliffe Blue Devils, but basically the entire state gets underway tonight and this weekend, because there'll obviously be games tomorrow as well. So as you can see, the home field for the Blue Devils. It's the second season of the new field that went in late last summer, and beautiful facility here now. And as a year from now, we'll be not only talking about this facility, but also the brand new campus that's well under construction here at Wickliffe High School. So, since we have a couple minutes here, try to get you some starting lineups. We've got offense for Wickliffe, and I believe defense for the Cardinals. So, Mark, you choose.
Well, we'll do the visitors first. How about that?
Okay.
Well, this is your starting defense for the 2022 version of Brookside Cardinals. Number 2, and one of the star players of the Cardinals, Ben Montgomery. He is a defensive back, and he led Lorain County, the entire county, last year in interceptions, and he did that as a sophomore. Number 6 is Tyler Kitzberger, and he is a sophomore as well. Number 7 is Xander Lacavera, and he is a senior, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Number 10 is Sean Moore. He's a junior, 6'10", 155 pounds. Sorry, folks, they're not giving us positions on these, folks, just classes and age. Number 20 is Brendan Gaynor. He's a junior, 5'9", 150 pounds. He'll be starting on the defense for the Cardinals. Lincoln Barnhart is a junior, number 21, and he's 6'1", 150 pounds. Ryan Kelly, another star of the team. He is a senior linebacker, and I guess one of the leaders of the Cardinal defense, and he's looking forward to this evening as well. Aiden McLaughlin is number 58. He is a junior, 6'2", 200 pounds. Number 76 is Jonah Cahono, and he is a senior, 6'1", 290 pounds. Pat DiBattista is a senior, 6 foot, 270 pounds. And I'm guessing these fellas are defensive linemen. And number 88, of course, is Anthony Robinson, 6'3", 170 pounds, sophomore. And that is the starting lineup for the Brookside Cardinals for defense.
And for your Wickliffe Blue Devils. And likewise, folks, we've got names, numbers, weight, grade, but no position. So I guess, Mark, I think maybe we'll make it up as we go.
Well, we can.
Pitching tonight, no. For the Blue Devils, number 1, a sophomore, 145 pounds, Nunzio Zivnaska. Number 6, as Marcus talked about in the pregame, as did Coach Purcello, a senior, 180 pounds, Vincent Gargiulo, number 6. But this one we do know. At quarterback will be number 9, E.J. Mester. He's a junior, 150 pounds. Number 10, Chase Benadio. We talked about him quite a bit last season, a junior, 155 pounds. Running in the backfield will be Bobby Plum, number 33. He's a junior, 175 pounds. Filling out the line and the wide receivers will be Gio Martinez, number 50. He's a freshman, 230 pounds. Number 53, Gio Moppins, another freshman, 185 pounds on the offensive line. And in there with him is Noah Dome, a junior, 190 pounds. Number 61, Ryan Metzner. He's a sophomore, 234 pounds. And rounding out the offensive line is a junior, Blake Primizic, 159 pounds. And last but not least, number 75, Mitchell Lindsay, a junior, and he's in there at 290 pounds.
And 6'6".
6'6". He's a big guy.
Yep.
So that's your starting offense for tonight for the Wickliffe Blue Devils. So as you can see on the screen, the Devils are in the what would be the western end zone. They'll be in their all blue jerseys, blue pants, and their yellowish gold helmets with the numbers on the side. So we're about 3 minutes away from tonight's kickoff.
Well, I will say this, and I'll do a little self-promotion, family promotion, but we've got some, freshman, Frankie Bukar, number 7. He's cousin Karen's grandson. My cousin Frankie's youngest son lives just right across the way. Jack Tennant, he is in the band. He's the drum major and lead trumpet player as well. Plus he directed during the national anthem and the alma mater. My sister-in-law Terry is the assistant band director. You hear in the background my brother Scott as the new PA announcer, and I know we're going to miss him up here this year. And because it was so good with Scott, because he knows these families, he knows these kids a little well, but we're going to do our best to try to be able to fill
He's
in.
Mr. Wickliffe.
He is Mr. Next to you.
No, he's Mr. Wickliffe.
So,
I'm
but it's fun.
I'm
it's
the
fun
Lakewood
to see
Wickliffe. West Wickliffe.
So it's fun to see so many people from the family here tonight. Again, I didn't even know my cousin Frankie was even on the team this year. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And, we talked about, Nunzio last year, Zivnaska, he was a heck of a player last year as a freshman.
Yes.
And coming in as a sophomore and a starter here on this defense, really, really looking forward to seeing Nunzio play because he played with some heart and some relentlessness last year, and I think he might even play hurt a little bit, who didn't by the time, mid-October rolled around.
And Mark, that's one thing, especially tonight and the first game of the year. When it's warm and humid, you just pray. And you guys are going to think we're like a broken record because it's the first game of the year. We're always saying, guys, hydrate.
Yep.
And I see those 3 Gatorade jugs down on the sidelines. You hope that they do that because these are the nights that muscles get pulled because of, dehydration.
Not enough hydration,
Right.
I guess, right?
That's right.
I mean, you could almost drink a gallon of water and still come out on a hot night and still get a pull. And I expect to probably see a couple of those, but it's just a matter of just stretching it out and getting some more water into them. And I'm sure at halftime there'll be a lot of hydration going on in the locker room as well. So here
Mark,
we go.
Here they go. Here they come. A wonderful tradition as the Devils break through the signage there and hit the sideline, and they are fired up. I remember last year traveling over to Brookside and watching the game. It was a warm one. I remember that. And as the Cardinals are coming out on the field, it looks as if looks like the Cardinals are lining up out on the field as if they're going to receive. And if so, looks like going back deep. Number 10, Sean Moore. I get another name and number here. Looks like number 2, Ben Montgomery. In special teams for the Blue Devils, if I may say so, at times has been a challenge. We may see them do a pooch kick or something because, a lot of times it's on that coverage that the Devils have had some challenges. So we'll see how they're going to dial things up here tonight. As it looks like going out and it'll be teeing the ball up will be Nunzio Zivnaska. So the Cardinals are in their all-white jerseys, all-white pants, black helmets with a red stripe down the middle, and I believe a Cardinal emblem on the side of the helmet there. And the way the Cardinals are lined up, they're probably expecting something a bit short from the Blue Devils as we're just about ready to get underway. I will say in advance, folks, if the timer is a little off, send all the hate mail to me because I'm going to be trying to keep up on the timer. Mark will be
on the camera. I've got you, folks.
So probably by next week we'll have some students up here working with us. So tonight it's you've got the grizzled old veterans.
I'm a grizzled old veteran.
Hey, Mark, it just came to mind,
Nice.
as we're moments away from getting underway of the 2022 high school football season with your Wickliffe Blue Devils. The Devils break out of a huddle.
And you know, Frank, it's good that we're having football because 2 or 3 weeks ago it didn't look like we might with the high school referee situation working itself out.
We'll chat about that a little later. So we get like a little bit of a squib kick that comes down here, picked up by Montgomery at the 25. He's up the middle. He's got some running room. He's brought down at about the 45, and it looks like for Wickliffe, we've got somebody down on the field that looks like Gavin Zerbady.
E.J. Mester was the one who made the tackle there on Ben Montgomery, but we official timeout.
So 5 seconds into the season, and we've got an official timeout, and you know, just might be one of those cramps as we were talking about a little bit ago.
Yep.
But
you know, I heard during the pregame, I was down on the field, and I was down on the Brookside end of the field, and Coach O'Donnell, Scott O'Donnell, former Lake Catholic standout back in the 90s and part of the state championship runs that they had these guys, and he's bid against special teams, and he was talking about where they lined up, and he was saying he wanted his receivers down at the 15. That way if something came in front of them, which it did, he's able to run up in front of it, and then they have those blockers at the 40 and the 35, so they're really, really close on those kickoffs. You don't really see that too often.
Right.
But it was something to be able to listen to Coach and talk about the while I was down there on the field and talk with reasoning with the kids, and they had his ear, that's for sure. For sure.
Well, Mark, it looks like Zerbady's up. Looks like probably an ankle. He's gingerly being assisted by a couple of his teammates. Coach Purcello out there to check on him.
I wasn't sure if he was going for a tackle and was blocked.
Well, you hate to see this. I mean,
yeah.
You know, right on the.
And all the work they put in. I mean, you know, we're talking from last December, you know, till tonight, and you know, the very, very first play of the game, which was the kickoff. We just hope Gavin's okay.
So, the Cardinals line up in a shotgun. Looks like number 8, Nick Ara, is in there at quarterback. They have a man in motion. They hand it to Montgomery, who's over left tackle, and he gets out to about the 50, where for a gain of about 5, we're in on the tackle. Therefore, the Blue Devils look like to me like number 52, Ryan Quinn. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. Ball sitting basically on the midfield stripe, right in the middle of the Blue Devil logo here at midfield, as Nick Ara is in a shotgun once again. In motion is Tyler Kletzberger into the slot. Long count. Ara looking to throw. He fires. Whoa! He kind of missed everybody there as he was looking there for number 10, Sean Moore, out in the right flat down at about the 45. There on coverage there for the Blue Devils was number 10, Chase Benadio. So this will bring up a 3rd and 5 from the 50.
It's a little swing pass out, trying to the near side here, and just kind of overshot it a little bit. So, you know, everybody's got maybe a little bit of jitters first week.
Yep. They've got a couple guys in the slot, man in motion, and they hand it to number 20, who's trying to get wide to the left side and brought down there for a loss.
That was Brennan Gaynor.
And nice pursuit there by the Blue Devils. Yep. This will probably bring up a punting situation. Metzger was there on the tackle. Sorry there, Mark.
Mester.
We'll get through there.
We will get through it. It's the first week as well.
So Bobby Plum back at about the 20, awaiting probably a punt. We'll get a name and number here back as the punter.
Number 6.
Bobby picks it up at about the 21-yard line. A little bit of jitterbugging, and he's going to get run down at about the 30. It was Kitzberger on the punter. As the Blue Devils will have it, their first possession. They'll start 1st and 10, and not bad spot, about their own 29-yard line.
If you're just joining us, thanks so much along the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. And if you just joined us and didn't have a chance to hear Coach Porcello talking the pregame, he said they're going to try a lot of misdirection this evening. So look for that. A lot of misdirection, and we'll see how this second year, a lot of the second-year guys that have ever even played football are going to line up against these Cardinals right here.
So the Devils, they break the huddle. Mester's in a shotgun as well. I think that's a handoff there right up the over left guard there. Nice gain out to about the 33 there with the, on that carry there was Vince Gargiulo. So you'll probably hear us talk about Gargiulo and Bobby Plum quite a bit this season. So gain of 3 as we're just underway, no score. First possession for the Blue Devils. They send out one wide to the left side as Mester's looking over to the sideline as Coach Porcello signals in the plays. Got a running back on either hip there. The snap and a nice Bobby Plum juking a guy 30, 35, 40. He's got the first down and brought down at about the 44-yard line. And Mark, they could have easily had him in the backfield, but that juking really was able to break a couple of tackles. And if he didn't, and I think on that tackle there was number 20, Brendan Gaynor. Gaynor didn't get him. He was gone. So the first down of the game and of the season there for the Blue Devils.
Sorry, folks, I'm adjusting the camera here. Give me just a moment.
The Devils send one wide to the right, one wide left in that wing T setup. A little bit of motion there on the defensive side as the handoff there keeps those feet moving there was Vince Gargiulo. He gets out to about the 49-yard line. A nice gain of about 5 on that.
Bear with me here, folks. I promise I'll stop this camera moving here in just a moment.
So the first series here, the first few plays for the Blue Devils, they've been able to get some nice positive yardages. Once again, they send one wide to the right side, one wide on the left side. And it's going to be Mester. He's going to keep it. He's across the 50, and he breaks a tackle. He gets down. He's close to the first down yardage. As it looked like they were going to, he did get the first down. He got down to about the Brookside 46-yard line.
There we go, folks. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Much better. Thank you.
Mark, it's almost like Outer Limits, about, pay no attention to what's going on on your screen there, huh?
There we go.
So this time they set up almost in a bit of a pistol formation as handoff to Bobby Plum. They met him at the line, but he got down to about the 44-yard line. Ball comes out, but the whistle had blown, so it was a gain of about 2. And it looked to me like Kitzberger, number 6, was in on that tackle. We've called his name already in the first couple of minutes a few times. So it'll be 2nd down, 8, ball at the Brookside 44. Mester came over to the sideline, was talking to Coach Porcello, getting the play call in as the Devils break the huddle. They send Zivnoska wide to the right side. In that formidable wing T. A lot of movement. Mester right up the middle. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line where a very nice, Mark, already I can see Mester's doing a very nice job of ball faking, which is very key to this offense.
The misdirection coach was talking about.
Right.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. They marked it back at about the 39-yard line. Once again in the pistol formation. We got motion. Looks like we're going to have probably offside on Brookside, and if that is the call,
and it is for a first down.
That'll be a first down by way of penalty. Takes the ball down inside the 35 to, it's about halfway between the 33 and the 34-yard line. About 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. The Devils, they're on the move as Zivnoska, goes wide to the right side. The wing T, a little bit of movement again there by Brookside. Again, the misdirection, and Gargiulo gets down to just about the 30. Just a bit. We'll give it a gain of about 3 on this play. It'll bring up second. We'll call it a short 7, long 6. Devils have to get down to about the 24-yard line to get a first down. They have not attempted to put the ball in the air just yet, as the running game thus far between Gargiulo, Plum, and Mester has been, they've moved the ball somewhat well here on this first drive.
As Coach said, they didn't install a whole lot here in the first week. It's kind of a lot of misdirection and vanilla stuff.
They give it to Bobby Plum, he's got the first down. And Mark, I got to tell you about Plum. There's something I'm liking about him.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps his feet moving. He gets down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be good enough for a first down. No, they got it down to about the 21.
John Cole for the Cardinals made that stop after the big game by Plum. And yeah, it's, we see this, as you say, the maturation as these kids getting older and
that's right,
stronger and faster and a little more, heavier, I'm sure.
More time studying the system and experience. So 1st and 10 from the Brookside 21. Snap is back. Mester's going to go right up the middle himself. He's going to get, we're going to give him probably about a gain of 3 as he went over right guard, and it looks to me like number 52 there, Ryan Kelly.
And Frank, another thing here too that hopefully we'll talk about a lot as the Blue Devils continue on offense. We're down to 4:48 now here in the first quarter, and as long as you can tune up that clock, and 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they used to say, and it's something to look forward to. And I'm guessing that was Coach's plan this evening, to kind of keep their offense off the field if they can't score points.
2nd and 8 from the 19, as they're going to give it to Bobby Plum. He jukes, breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10. He's got a first down. As, again, they had a shot at him in the backfield, and he was able to break out of it. As in there on that tackle was number 10, Sean Moore, but not until he got inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Blue Devils, as the ball is sitting on the 9-yard line. EJ making his way into the huddle after getting the play call from Coach Purcello. If you're just joining us, no score. Just 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter between the Brookside Cardinals and your Wickliffe Blue Devils. Mester's going to keep it himself.
There he goes.
He's in the end zone for the touchdown. As Mester read that great, Mark, he went over right guard, and there was a nice hole. And he goes into the end zone untouched for the Blue Devils. So with 3:44 to go in the first quarter, the Devils are on the board first.
Looks like they're, number 1 for the Blue Devils is coming in to kick.
That's
Nunzio.
Zivnoska. So 3:44 to go, the first score of the high school 2022 season.
And it's always good when we score first.
That you got that. You took the words, as Meatloaf would say, you took the words right out of my mouth there, buddy. As just awaiting here for the point after attempt. Snap is back. Whoa, we've got flags. Looks like it's going to be
defense.
No, they've signaled illegal procedure on the Blue Devils.
Holy cow, that number 20 for the Cardinals, Brennan Gaynor, he was awfully fast of getting in there. I thought maybe he kind of jumped the count.
Well, Mark, hopefully those officials will earn that added $10 a game that they negotiated for. Folks, we'll come back to it. There was almost an officiating strike for this week. The snap is back. The kick is
blocked. Number 20, Gainer, I think, got a hand on it.
The kick is no good. So with 3:44 to go, the Blue Devils are up 6-0. Here's your fight song. So for the first possession for the Blue Devils, very impressive as they basically made their way down the field starting at the 29-yard line. So that makes it a 71-yard drive in probably 15 plays or so as the Devils go up 6-0. So back deep for the Cardinals is number 10, Sean Moore, along with number 6, Tyler Kitzberger. And teeing the ball up for the Blue Devils, number 1, Nunzio Zivnaska. As has been our tradition here at halftime, Mark and I will step aside to be able to enjoy the performance of the Brookside Cardinals marching band as well as your Wickliffe High School swing band under new direction this season.
It'll be nice to. It's always nice when the visiting team brings their band as well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's great to hear both bands, 2 different programs, but yet fall is in the air, my friend. And
although it doesn't feel like fall tonight, Mark.
With high school football and the marching bands and all the pageantry, it's just a lot of fun. Season number 19 for yours truly and my buddy.
Zivnaska basically hits a ground ball to about the 35-yard line, where it looks like number 7, Xander Lacavera, picked it up and basically didn't gain much.
Wow.
As
cousin Frankie Bukar made the tackle.
Sevens are wild here. As Frankie Bukar was there to make the tackle, and the Cardinals will start it their second possession, 1st and 10, and this will be at their 39-yard line.
Right. Senate makes a tackle right off the bat with the last name of Bukar.
And this time the Cardinals send 2 wide to the left side, 1 wide to the right side. Era's in that shotgun. Long count, looking to throw. He sets, he fires, he completes there to number 88. We'll get that name and number there to you here in a moment.
It's Anthony Robinson, who's going both ways this evening.
So the completion was out to about the 47-yard line, a gain of about 8 on that play. So once again, they send out the same formation as last play. Robinson is wide here to the right side. Are on a long count. The snap, he hands it right up the middle there, and basically he's going to probably have the first down as number 2, Ben Montgomery. No, they marked him a little shy of the first down. As for the Blue Devils there, number 56, Noah Dome was there on the tackle. This will bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, actually, you could probably say less than 1. They've got to get to the 49. Ball just outside the 48 here. The clock running under 2.5 to go here in the first quarter.
I'll tell you, Frank, the defensive line already has just shown that they've tightened up a lot since this time last year. Very impressive start.
Showing a wide formation here is the Cardinals, as it's going to be.
He's not going to get it.
Wow. That was Montgomery. They met Montgomery at the line. Mark, that's a favorable spot. I mean, they're going to show no gain, but they brought him down back at the 45.
And Vince Gargiulo was right in there with a couple other Blue Devils in there.
That was a very favorable spot.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
I mean, they brought him down. It was 3 yards back there, so it's going to be 4th and about 1. I'm going to guess at this point that they're going to go for it. You know, maybe we'll see some misdirection or something.
Oh, Frank, the only thing I can think of on that is his forward progress got him to that. But they drove him right back.
Yes, they did. So, Ara's got one guy in a pistol formation in the backfield. Man in motion, the snap. He's looking to throw. He completes it. It's going to be for the first down to Robinson down at about the Wickliffe 45-yard line.
Gargiulo on coverage on that. I'm sorry, Ruskin. Number 8 for the Blue Devils. Ruskin was playing off that receiver by at least 10 yards, and Robinson was able to just move right over in front of him and catch that ball. Kind of a quick pitch and catch between the quarterback and himself.
So it sets up a new set of downs for the Cardinals. They're in Wickliffe territory at the Wickliffe 45-yard line. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Blue Devils. And the Cardinals are on the move. Man in motion. Again, Ara looking to throw. He's looking long. It's been picked off. He basically, that was Mester picked it off there and returned it back to about the 40-yard line. And Mark, I think he just floated it up there thinking he had, and the receiver was open, but Mester played it like a center fielder and picked it off.
He was just looking at the eyes of the quarterback and saw where he was going. And being a quarterback himself, he probably has been guilty of that same thing before and was able to track that ball down quick for an interception. That was a nice play by the defense. And we've got 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And I got to tell you, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
So far. So the Devils now will have their second possession. They will be starting 1st and 10. The nose of the ball just touching the Wickliffe 40-yard line. As the sun is setting here to the west, you can feel the humidity and the heat dropping a little bit, thankfully. As Mester now walks into the huddle, play call. They set up in a wing tee, sort of like a pistol formation once again. The snap, they hand it right up the middle there to Vince Gargiulo, he's gonna get maybe a yard out to about the 41-yard line, and that'll probably be the last play here for the first quarters. The Devils are making their way over to the sideline. So the first quarter is going to come to a close with the Wickliffe Blue Devils winning that quarter there, Mark, by a score of 6-0 here on the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. And so glad to have you here with us tonight. Hey, Scott, I think I just said that.
Yeah, Scott's always late to the party.
Next week, the Devils will be back here at Wickliffe Memorial Field here in high atop the ridge on Rockefeller Road, as Akron North will be here.
And we were just actually handed a note here a minute ago.
Folks, sometimes you don't want to hear stuff like this. Next week's opponent, Akron North, has not won a game in 12 years. So that's, Mark, that's like 120 games. So you don't want to become the asterisk.
That's unbelievable.
On that, in that case. So
I mean, they must really play some good teams, and there are some good teams down there.
Down in Akron, of course there are. I mean, you've got some great high school sports
and
in Akron.
Canton as well.
Yep. I have to say, Mark, take a look at the stands for tonight's first game. Nice crowd on hand.
Great crowd.
And actually, nice crowd that's made their way from Sheffield Lake.
Yep.
Welcome here to the center of the universe. Zip code 44092, better known as Wickliffe, Ohio. So about ready to get underway here in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Wickliffe. Ball sitting on their own 41-yard line. Snap is back. It's going to be Mester. He's going to get, this time they read it well, Mark. dropped him in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 2.
Yeah, Tyler Kitzberger, one of the better defensive players for the Cardinals, able to sniff that out. I don't even think anybody touched him, to be honest with you. And
I think you're right.
Kind of that misdirection thing. It was probably EJ's guy that he had to beat on that one, and Kitzberger won that contest right there. But long way to go here. It is just 3rd and long, but like I say, Frank, it's we're ahead here. The defense is working well. We're running the clock.
So 3rd and long, actually 3rd and 10. We'll see if the Devils go to the air. Mester looking to throw. He completes it to Bobby Plum, and it was complete out to about the 43-yard line. That tackle there, up when they tackle up around the neck there, you got to wonder if that's like a horse collar, but not called. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Blue Devils, and going back in punt formation for Wickliffe is number 50, Gio Martinez, and back for the Cardinals at his own 30-yard line is number 2, Ben Montgomery. Devils taking plenty of time before snapping it back. Snap is back. Nice rush there as ball was bobbled. The ball was bobbled by Montgomery and recovered by Wickliffe. And down there on that coverage for the Blue Devils was number 8, Logan Ruskin. So 2 turnovers in the early going here for Brookside, and now the Devils are set up in Brookside territory at the Brookside 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Wickliffe, as Mester's making his way into the huddle. Devils break the huddle, and they're setting up. Looks like he's got Gargiulo in his left pocket. 1 wide left, 1 wide right. It's going to be a handoff to Bobby Plum, trying to get wide to the left side. We've got a late flag that's come in.
I'm not sure if they're going to get the block on the outside. They might have hooked the guy that ended up making the tackle. We'll see what happens here. What do they call?
And the Devils look like they're moving the wrong way.
Yeah, I think that was on Chase Bonadillo as he was following out as a lead blocker. He kind of hooked the tackler. I think the tackler was number 6, right? Was it Kitzberger?
I think you're right. So it's going to move them back to midfield. The Devils will have to get down just shy of the Brookside 30 for a first down. So we're going to call this 1st and 20 for the Blue Devils.
Boy, they take a long time to wind this clock.
Yeah, they do. Give a shout out to Mike Urich, who's clicked in from the Blueberry Railroad out in Geneva. Big Blue Devil fan. Got some motion. We're going to get motion on the Devils as Mester's going to keep it himself. He's across the 40, inside the 45, down to about the 44. But we're going to get an illegal motion call on Wickliffe, as the Devils had 2 guys come in motion before the snap, and that's a no-no. So from 1st and 20, it'll now become 1st and 25. Takes it back to the Wickliffe 45-yard line.
Now 1st down and 25 for the Blue Devils. Now backed up to their own 45-yard line.
Clock running here, just about nine and a half to go here in the first half. Devils up 6-0 with the ball, but they got a bit of a ways to go here. 1st and 25. As Gargiulo's lined up in that pistol formation, and Mester's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He fires, completes it, and it looks like he completes it to Gargiulo out to about the 50-yard line.
Trying to get a better field position to kick.
Well, but
Oh, second down.
it's
I'm
only
sorry.
second down there, Mark. So on that tackle there for the Cardinals, there was number 52, Ryan Kelly. Called his number a few times already. He's one of their top defensive players for the Cardinals. Devils break the huddle. They send wide to the left side. Brady Gilbride, number 18. Mester's got a man in motion. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's rolling. He's going to keep it. He's inside the 45, down to about the 40, down to about the 37-yard line, where that'll make a very manageable third down. Nice run there by quarterback Mester, as Moore was there to bring him down, as it'll be 3rd and about 8 for Wickliffe at the 38-yard line. This is pretty much two-down territory. As going into the slot is Chase Benadio on the left side. As looks like they're changing the play, as Mester now moves Gargiulo from the left side to his right hip pocket. And it's going to be Mester. He's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to get down to about the 35, where good pursuit there by number 7, which was Xander Lacavera. It'll bring up a 4th and 5 for Wickliffe. We'll see what the Devils dial in here with about 7:15 to go here in the first half. If you're just clicking in, the Devils got on the board first, and they've only been the ones on the board. It's 6-0 Wickliffe. As looks to me like Mester's over here on the sideline. I wonder if the Devils will take a timeout. Coach Purcello's kind of watching the official who, he's calling a timeout here. So with 6:47 something to go here. Oh yeah, you know what, Mark? You're right. I forgot to put the score. So if somebody passed along that information, we apologize.
Thank you, Don Hill. Yeah, they're just the two of us tonight.
And shaking the rust out, guys.
Tina Hirich is online. Michael Ulrich, Don Hill, Jan Urchak.
And you know, folks, if you have a question you want to ask about the Wickliffe Blue Devils or the Worldwide Blue Devil Network, you know, by way of the on YouTube and Facebook Live, you can send us a note. Mark and I do check them throughout the webcast, and we'll do our best to pass along an answer to you. So about 6:42 to go here in the first half. Devils up 6-0. You know, Mark, considering they started 1st and 25, they've made back 20 of those yards.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice job.
so Devils making their way back out onto the field. Looks like Plum is going to be in the wing slot to the left. Gargiulo is in the pistol spot behind Mester. And it's going to be Mester looking to throw. He's going to get brought down in the backfield by number 7.
Well, I mean, that was Xander Lacavera, but I'll tell you what, he was looking for Vince coming out. He was rolling to his right. Vince had just crossed the line of scrimmage, and I'm not sure if somebody just either chipped Lacavera or whatever it was, but he was in there, and he read it all the way and was able to snag Mester down before he was able to throw that ball to Gargiulo, but that was intended for definitely number 6.
So with that, it'll turn the ball over to Brookside, where they'll have it now 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. As the quarterback, Ara, is set up in a shotgun formation. and gives a handoff there. Nice penetration by Ben Montgomery. He makes his way out to about the 45-yard line, where Mester was there to help bring him down. A gain of 6 on that play. You know, Mark, the Cardinals offensive line, they've got some guys there too. So it'll be a good matchup between the size of the Blue Devils defensive line and the size of the Cardinals offensive line. They got some big guys.
Yep.
Man, looking at the center, he's a
Number 76.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy. That's
so Montgomery in that pistol behind the quarterback, Ara, got a man in motion. And as they give it to Montgomery, he's going to get, he breaks a tackle. They had him in the backfield. He cuts it up, upfield, up the middle basically, gets across the 50 as he's able to get the first down into Wickliffe territory.
Gio Martinez whiffed a bit there. I mean, I thought that was ended up running right past him. Second down now. Oh, no, it's going to be
first down.
First down, moving the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10, Brookside at the Wickliffe 47-yard line.
7 on the play, good enough for a Brookside first down. Ball now in Wickliffe
Clock
territory.
running, about 5.5 to go here in the first half. Blue Devils in front thus far, but Brookside on the move as they've got one wide to the right, one wide to the left as they run a jet sweep that's going to get first down yardage and more, where they're finally run out of bounds, and that was number 20, Brennan Gaynor, on a jet sweep, which was successful as Bobby Plum was able to run him out of bounds, but it's going to be a first down for the Cardinals as they'll have it 1st and 10. They're on the move at the Wickliffe 34-yard line. Cardinals breaking the huddle. They send 2 wide to the left side, 1 wide on the right side. Ara in a shotgun formation, looking to throw. He sets, he fires, he completes.
Ooh, nice stick.
Yeah, with nice hit. But where it was Christian Errand on the receiving end there, Bonadillo runs him out of bounds. Although they wound the clock, it's going to bring a nice gain of about 9 on that play. And
Bonadillo brought all 155 pounds of him on that hit, and I'll tell you what, it was a nice play. Keep the people in front of you. They're going to catch the ball. Make sure you tackle them, and he had a nice stick on that. Nice play from number 10 for your Blue Devils.
So 2nd and 1 for Brookside. You've got a lot of options here. Ball at the Wickliffe 26-yard line. Snap back, a delay, draw up the middle. It's a first down and more, as right up the middle there went Ben Montgomery, as he's down to about the Wickliffe 20-yard line. As Quinn was in there on that tackle for Wickliffe.
Why did they stop the clock? Oh, flag on the play. Okay.
A flag. Oh. Well, also, if it would have been a first down, I think they stopped the clock while they marked the chains, but we'll see what the call is here. Mark, I didn't even see a flag come out.
I didn't either.
Must be holding because they marked off 10 yards back to about the 35-yard line. So it'll set up a 2nd and 10 for Brookside, ball just outside their 35-yard line.
That creates a 2nd down and 11 situation for Brookside. Ball now on the Wickliffe 35-yard line.
Setting up in that pistol formation once again with Montgomery right there behind the quarterback, Ara. Man in motion behind the line, and give it to Montgomery. He's trying up the middle. He's breaking a tackle. He's got the first down. He's still on his feet, and he's down inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. As Mark, I think they've seen something in the Wickliffe formation defensively, and the Cardinals are taking advantage of it.
Well, it's where we're going to go back and forth here. Now it's up to Coach Scharf and the defense to figure out what they're doing, counter that. Well, we've got a really good game going here. 3:55 left to go here in the first half. Coming up, we've got both bands at halftime. Cardinals band and, of course, your Wickliffe Blue Devil Swing Band. Looking forward to that.
So 1st and 10, ball at the Wickliffe 18-yard line. Cardinals gaining confidence here. Again, they give it to breaking tackles. The Devils are finally wrapping up their Montgomery down to about the 15-yard line, a gain of about 3. As he went up the middle, cut back, as Quinn finally got him. And Mark, it's that comment that Coach Porcello said in the pregame show, the Devils have to tackle. Coming down to about 3 minutes to go here in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Wickliffe 15-yard line. Brookside has all of their timeouts. Wickliffe 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Have one wide to the left side. Era looking to throw. He fires. He completes it. It's going to be close to a first down as Anthony Robinson hauls it in. It's going to be just shy of the first down. The ball's going to be placed down at about the 10-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and about 1.5 yards to go. They got to get just inside the 8 to get a first.
Clearly, Robinson, 6'3", stands. His 6'3" is standing out above just about everybody out there on the field.
And it sounds like we've got timeout on the field with 2:16 to go here in the first half. Your score, Wickliffe 6, Brookside nothing, but the Cardinals are knocking on the door.
And the Chagrin Valley Conference is a proud partner of FRFD, First Response for Sports Trauma Court and Physicians.
At the top of the webcast, Mark and I were mentioning, if you haven't been up here to Wickliffe High School recently, you ought to take a drive by because the progress on the new campus facility is tremendous. Most of the building, the outer part of the building is in place, and it's going to be a tremendous facility. K through 12. This is the last school year that'll be happening in the current Wickliffe school buildings, be it the high school, middle school, and grade school. This time next year, we'll have all those students up here on the campus here at Rockefeller Road. So
that should be interesting. All those kids up here in one spot.
Be a lot of noise, that's for sure. So the Devils have made their way back out onto the field, as are the Cardinals. We'll see. Cardinals have pretty much 2 plays to go 3 feet to try to get the first down, and we'll see what Wickliffe tries to do to shut that down. Kitzberger this time is in that pistol behind the quarterback Era. The snap, they give it to Kitzberger, and I don't know if he got it.
I don't know either.
I have a feeling they got him at the line, and therefore Wickliffe was number 75.
Vince was there too. Gargiulo was there as well. And Mitchell Lindsay.
So this is going to bring up actually it was a loss of a yard on the play. So it's going to be 4th and 2.
Make them earn it. Make them earn it. I mean, this is...
Clock is running, 1:45 to go here in the first half.
Something we didn't really see last year, Frank, was this tight defense.
And thus far in the first part of this ball game, Mark, they've been, and now we've got a timeout being taken, and it looks like
Wickliffe.
Timeout Wickliffe. Blue Devils, timeout.
So with 1:32 to go here in the first half, Brookside is sitting on a 4th and 2 at the Wickliffe 10-yard line. They got to get to the 8 for a first down. The Devils right now up 6-0 as your score. At halftime, Mark and I'll step aside. You'll be able to enjoy the sounds of both high school marching bands, the Cardinals marching band from Brookside High, as well as the Wickliffe High School swing band. have to say that with the sun starting to make its way down behind the tree line there out to the west, you can feel much more comfortable up here in the press box. All right, both teams are making their way back out on the field. We'll see what the Blue Devils are going to try to do to shut down as the Cardinals are lining up in what appears to be a passing formation. And thus far, their passing game has been fairly successful as the quarterback Era's in the shotgun. This time he's got Montgomery behind him, a man in motion. And it's going to be Montgomery. And Mark, he's not going to get it.
Nice job.
They tried to go over left guard, and the Devils were there. And Montgomery was stuffed there by number 56 for Wickliffe. Nice tackle there. As Noah Dome, and the Blue Devils will take over with a minute and a half to go, and they stuffed that penetration by Brookside. And Mark, you know what? That's a huge confidence builder.
Oh,
you
my
know?
gosh, and down towards the goal line.
I thought they were going to throw the ball for sure.
Well, that's probably what they were looking at. Coach said last year they saw no film with a tight end, and they ended up using a tight end a lot in last year's game. And I think maybe they did the same thing, but they looked like they were ready for it, and they just ended up running the ball.
So the Devils have it 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. They'll probably do nothing crazy here as Mester's going to take the ball. He's going to get brought down in the backfield at about the 8. We're going to get a timeout taken probably by Brookside. See if they could force Wickliffe into a punting situation.
That was a little curious. That looks like that.
Although, Mark, that was a good spot because it.
Well, look, what I just was kind of confused on where he ran since he had two blockers in front of him that kind of went more off tackle than to the right of the tackle. It was kind of between the guard and the tackle as opposed to off to the right of the tackle, and it was a little curious, and maybe he thought he was going to be able to beat him with his legs. I think he could have got a little more if he'd have followed his blocks there, Parker.
Seeing that the ball looks like it's been spotted at about the 9, look to me from here that he was probably dropped for about a 2-yard loss, but we'll take that favorable spot. Earlier, Mark had mentioned that about what was going on that was a bit of a controversy here in Ohio. The officials, I don't believe they have a union, but they were threatening to strike at tonight's game across the state in trying to get better pay. Well, I think they got a small increase, and we're here playing football. So the Devils are back on. It's 2nd and 11, ball at the 9. Snap is back. We've got a flag. Mester's across the 20. I'm sorry, out to about the 20.
Number 9, E.J. Mester, carries for Wickliffe.
And we'll wait to see what the call is now.
Cardinals are saying it's on Wickliffe.
Considering that we played a first quarter that was flagless, it's we'll wait to see what the call is here. Flag was dropped back at about the 6-yard line, and it looks like they're going to be marching. Going to be a false start on the Blue Devils, so they'll mark that back to about the 5-yard line. 1:14 to go here in the first half. 6-0 Wickliffe. It'll be now 2nd and about 16. Ball at about the 4-yard line.
It's something I still have to get used to in high school, and after all these years, on a false start, they don't stop the play. They keep it running, which I don't know why.
So they're winding the clock. The Devils will be able to use up as much time as possible. Wickliffe, by the way, will be receiving the second half kickoff. Mester is now standing back at about almost at his goal line. The snap, Mester's going to keep it himself. He goes over right guard, gets out to about almost the 8-yard line. And in there on that tackle, gainer there, number 20 for the Cardinals on that stop. It'll be, wait a minute, it's third down, not fourth down. Yeah, the scoreboard has fourth down. And now we got the officials coming.
It'll be fourth down and 12 for Wickliffe.
Nope. Sorry, Scott. It's third down and 12 for Wickliffe. Clock is running down to about 6. The snap is back. They give it to Plum. He's going to get brought down by Lasavera as the clock is going to run out here. The end of the first half as he makes his way out to about the 10-yard line. So with 1 half in the books, your Wickliffe Blue Devils 6 and the Cardinals of Brookside 0. So sit back, relax, enjoy as the Cardinal High School Marching Band will take the field, provide halftime entertainment, and then followed up by your Wickliffe High School Swing Band. And we'll catch you on the other side in the third quarter, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Sheffield Village and the city of Sheffield Lake, the Brookside Cardinal Marching Band. The Cardinal Band is under the direction of Adam Sampson, Jasmine Monticelli, and Andrew Furio. Your Cardinals dancing band is being led on the field tonight by Senior Band President Tyler Bright. If you have watched the music video for this first song, just know that no stuffed animals were harmed in the making of this drill. Here's the 2012 Imagine Dragons hit, Radioactive. nostalgia from your 2007 prom experience or wedding reception, please feel free to bust a move to the Cupid Shuffle. The Cardinal Band would like to thank the Wickliffe Band Program for their hospitality this evening and give a special shout out to band grandma, Mrs. Marilyn Held, who has been a fan of bands for many, many years. We are confident that you enjoy our last song tonight. Here's a 2015 hit by Demi Lovato. Feel free to sing along.
and gentlemen, Wickliffe High School is proud to present, under the direction of Mr. Evan Slamovitz, Assistant Director Mrs. Terry Tennant, and Major Ed Advisor Ms. Rachel Samrata. It's the often imitated, but never yet duplicated, Wickliffe High School Blue Devils Swing Band. Tonight the band is being led downfield by featured twirler Grace Valencia. And now, introducing the 2022 drum majors, Claire Andrakovic and Jack Bennett. The swing band opens its show this evening by paying tribute to one of the most enduring American rock bands. From 1975, this is the Kiss anthem, Rock and Roll All Night. Disco's highest charting song ever, a tune that was written in a hot tub. True story. Sit back and enjoy High Hope. At the diamond level, we have True Line Industries, and at the platinum level, Call of the Wild Fund, and CDA. Thank you for your very generous support of the Wickliffe Swing Band. Well, the biggest movie blockbuster of summer 2022 was undoubtedly Top Gun Maverick, the sequel to 1986's Top Gun. Those of us who experienced the original film will never forget two things: that cheesy beach volleyball scene and this smash hit from Kenny Loggins. We close our show this evening with the hard-driving Danger Zone. Wickliffe Swing Band, thank you for your very kind attention this evening. Good luck to both bands and both teams this season. And as always, go Devils!
Well, Mark, I'd say for first halftime performance, that was pretty good. I mean, both schools, Brookside and Wickliffe.
Entertaining, very entertaining, and it was good to go downstairs and see some friends, some former graduates, family, people I haven't seen in a while. It's a wonderful Friday night so far.
I have to say that, you know, with all the tenants involved, this could be Tenant U.
It could be.
Well, if you're just joining us, the Blue Devils, it's halftime. Devils are on top in this one by a score of 6-0. Wickliffe will be receiving the second half kickoff. So we'll, you know, Mark, they had that first drive. They look great. Then, you know, it's almost like a few mistakes. I don't want to say mistakes, but miscues. You know,
Sure.
penalties,
Yeah.
illegal motion, that kind of thing. If they come out and remain, you know,
I mean, they keep doing what they're doing, and consistent, and
right,
you know,
consistency.
And you know what was funny, Frank, was we were talking probably with about 4 or 5 minutes left to go in the first half, and you had mentioned that. Well, it looks like maybe Brookside has figured something out on the Wickliffe side, and they said, well, it was up to Coach Scharf and the defense to kind of come back, and it looks like they did that because, I mean, typically last year, if a team got down within the 20, they most likely were going in for a touchdown.
Right.
I mean, just that's all there was to it.
Right.
And, I mean, you know, give the Blue Devil defense credit. They just really, really were there, showed up and performed.
Yes, they did.
And didn't allow them to score. And that fourth down, I mean, it was probably fourth and a yard and a half. And that's just something we hadn't seen in 2 or 3 seasons from this Blue Devil team.
No, you're right.
And little steps, building at a time. And we did have some conversations with Coach before the game, and I won't share those with you. But I will say that they weren't lacking any confidence in this game. It was just a matter of going out and doing it.
And thus far,
and we have a lot of football to play yet.
Yeah, I mean, this time last season against this team, the game was over at halftime.
Right.
And it's a much different outcome thus far, but there's still another, 24 minutes yet to play.
And I will say this, that a lot of the players you're seeing tonight on the Cardinals side, they played in that game last year.
Yes, they did.
They didn't lose many people this year. So great credit to Coach Priscilla Mars and his squad and his staff, and then just the players putting in the work and really believing in it. And we saw this, let's say 5 or 6 years ago, right? When we hard to get a win, didn't get a win, 1-2 wins, and then it was almost they had to build up the confidence of the kid. They had a few more people come in. They got bigger. They really bought into the off-season program. And maybe we're seeing a renaissance of that, 4 or 5 years later with these guys. And a lot of young people, again, only 4 seniors on the entire team, and 2 of them aren't even playing.
Right. And when we were doing the pregame, on the offensive line for Wickliffe, there's a couple of freshmen and sophomores. So, this is still a very young Devils team, and we'll see what's going to happen here as we're about ready to get started in the second half, of which the Devils will have the ball first. And, sure, a lot was talked about in the locker room with regard to both when they have the ball and on defense. So we'll see what adjustments Wickliffe's made and Brookside.
It'll be fun this second half. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't thinking it was going to be this close, let alone us being in the lead. So just grateful. Wonderful to be here on a Friday night. I can smell and taste that Petty's pizza now. Anyway.
There you have it, folks. there you have it. So we'll be getting back underway here momentarily as both teams are back out on the field. The Devils will have it first here in the second half as the sun has now gone down behind the trees. And I have to say it, oh boy, for whatever reason, ladies and gentlemen, the first game, it's always hot and humid for us. It's always been that way. So
and I'm thinking, Frank, we're starting a week early this year, right? I mean, we were normally in the 20s, right? When in the first week of school and so forth, and they haven't started school yet. I don't even know.
No, they started a couple days ago.
Okay, so everything kind of got this, and I always wonder. I know one thing. I'm glad when we were that age, we didn't have to go back until the day after Labor Day.
Yeah, it was after Labor Day. Right. Yep.
I mean, I was like, what in the hell are kids going back in school in the middle of August for? But,
So once again, the Blue Devils, in their 10-game regular season schedule, 6 of them will be here. And actually the first 3 will be here. We'll be here next week. Akron North will be the opponent. And then in 2 weeks, the Red Raiders of Painesville-Harvey will be here. And then I think the week after that, the Devils go on the road, and they'll be at Fairport Harbor, take on the Skippies. And that's an interesting stadium over there. It's kind of down in like a bowl. It was built, I think, like the late 20s, and it's still in use.
Haven't been there.
It's been a long time.
Easy 45 years since I've been there. Probably longer. Because I remember when my sister was 4 years ahead of me, class of 71. I remember at the time they would still play the Skippers. And then when, a couple of years after that, when I was in high school, we just didn't play Fairport anymore. So it had been a long time since I've been down there, and really looking forward just even to attending that game. So
the Blue Devils sending 3 guys back deep. Mester, Bobby Plum, and looks like Gargiulo. They're back at about the 15 and 10-yard line, respectively. And teeing it up for Brookside, there is Noah Adkins, number 12. So the Devils will have it first here in the second half, and they'll be moving from your right to left on your screens. Give a shout out to Steve Tomko, who's a big Blue Devil fan out in Olmsted Township, clicking in tonight.
Man, I wonder where our friend Rick Rambaldo is.
Yeah, we gotta get the mayor of Erie, PA. All right, they've got it teed up. We're about ready to get underway here. Just, I think, awaiting this. Finally got the signal from the officials. A nice end-over-end kick's going to come down here, taking it about the 20-yard line. And that there was Mester as he gets out over the 35 to about the, nice return there out to about the 37-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils. The sun's setting, the lights are on, nice crowd here. On a warm, bit humid evening here in Northeast Ohio. Mester making his way into the huddle. Has that first play call from Coach Purcello.
Probably more of the same, huh, partner?
I would imagine so, Mark. This time it looks like he's got Gargiulo to his right. Snap is back. They give it to Gargiulo, who's coming wide to the right, and he's the Cardinals were waiting for him that time as number 6, Tyler Kitzberger. That's going to be a loss of 1 on that play.
Wow.
And Mark, I think
that was a favorable spot.
Well, that was a favorable spot, but it looks like the Cardinals now are loading up, and they're quickly getting to the outside, where in that first drive the Devils were able to use that misdirection and those wide jet sweeps to throw them off. So we'll see what happens. 2nd and 11. Mester looking to throw. He's under pressure. He fires complete there to Bobby Plum. He gets it out to about the 38-yard line, where met there immediately was Montgomery to bring him down. That's going to be a gain of 2, setting up a 3rd and about 9 on this play. So the first possession for the Blue Devils thus far has gained a total of 1 yard.
Well, you know, Frank, and it's been this way for a long time. I mean, you know, just the way the Wickliffe offenses ran. And they just do not throw over the middle very often at all.
Right.
You're going to see plays to the outside, runs up the middle.
So it looks like Plum is in the pistol behind Mester. The snap, Mester's looking to throw. He sets, he fires. Incomplete there as he was looking for Gargiulo there at about the 40-yard line. It would not have been enough for the first down.
Well, he had Grady Gilbride wide open down here near sideline here, and right at about the 40-yard line. And I think he would have made that first down had EJ saw him.
So Gio Martinez is back at about his 23-yard line in punt formation, and back deep, Ben Montgomery at about the Brookside 33. The snap is back. Nice high end-over-end kick is going to come down, take a Wickliffe roll inside the 30, down to about the 25-yard line, where it's been downed by the Blue Devils. So we'll see what happens with the first possession for Brookside with 10:01 to go here in the third quarter. The Blue Devils on the front end here by a score of 6-0. But
you know, I have to wonder, partner, how, because I really couldn't get a read on them in the first half. I mean, they were kind of, I don't want to say all over the place, but they certainly mixed up their plays, calling a good bit. I'm talking about the Cardinals. What do you think they're going to come out here with? Are they going to come out throwing? They're going to come up the middle and just kind of relying on
that one drive before the Blue Devils stopped them. They were throwing the ball well, and they seemingly were running the ball well. The snap is back. It looks like Aries going to throw. He's looking long. He completes it to number 21, and that is Lincoln Barnhart. And that's a nice completion out to about the 45-yard line. As Bonadio was there to to bring him down, but not before they were able to get a first down out at about their 45-yard line. So they send Robinson wide to the left side. They've got two wide on the right side, one in a slot in a pistol formation. As a jet sweep there to number 10. He's going to be met in the backfield. Number 10 was Sean Moore. And the Devils were waiting. It looked like number 56 for the Devils.
Noah Dome.
Noah Dome once again. And now we've got, looks like we have an official.
Looks like number 10, Sean Moore, is being helped off the field for the Cardinals. But I will say on that last play, Frank, it kind of was slow in developing, allowing the Wickliffe defense to kind of get set up on that edge and deny them the yard. So it's second and long for the Cardinals.
It's going to be second and 11. As Era looking to throw, he fires over the middle and in and out of the hands of Klitzenberger. And it was almost picked off there because it came off his hands.
Bobby Plum was
and Bobby Plum was sitting right there.
He's going to look at that in the film room tomorrow. He knows what he just saw, but wait till he sees it on film.
He's going to go, uh-oh. So this will set up a third and long for the Cardinal. They get the ball is back at about just outside or just inside their own 44. They've got to get to the Wickliffe 45 for a first down. Mark, I'm going to go with Era's going to probably be putting it, go back to the air here. Blue Devils showing blitz. Yep, he's looking to throw. And Era's going to try to run up the middle. He's going to get brought down. No gain. Actually, loss on the play. Back to the 40-yard line as not to be denied for the Blue Devils.
Blake Primosic.
Primosic was
nice
there
play.
and stuffed him. So that'll put Brookside now in a punting situation as going back in double safeties is Mester and Bobby Plum. They're back somewhere around the 32 and 27-yard line respectively. The snap is back high, very nice kick. And Plum's going to let it roll. It's going to get downed at about the Wickliffe 22-yard line.
Now, Frank, on that third down, now I wasn't sure if he was actually looking for that receiver down the field, or he was just waiting to pull it in because it looked like, they were kind of belling in around him, and he looked like he had the middle open. But boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, what a play by the Blake Primosic for your Blue Devils. And he's another kid last year, first year ever, and
right.
5'11", 159 pounds, and all of them was able to bring Ara down, and it was just a wonderful performance from the defense so far. I'm very excited for him.
So 8:12 to go here in the third quarter. The Devils have it for the second time here in the third quarter. The snap is back. A delay back to Gargiulo, who this time he's got some nice running room as he goes over right tackle, gets out over the 25 to about the 26-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3, almost 4. No, we'll call it a good gain of 4 on that play. It does seem like when the Devils run that misdirection or that wing T trap, it's generally been a successful play for them. Mm-hmm. So 2nd and 6, ball marked at the 27. They send one wide to the left, one wide to the right. As on a misdirection back, Bobby Plum, he's got it. He's got the first down and more, and he is a load as he got out to about the 42-yard line. That'll be good enough for a Blue Devil first down. Took a host of Cardinals there. Looked like Lacavera was one of them. And, one thing's about Plum, once he gets moving, gets those legs going, he's it's almost like Eastwind. Mark, you stuff a little coal in that firebox, look out. Clock running, Devils ahead 6-0. 1st and 10, ball just outside Wickliffe 40 as Cardinals were showing blitz, and it paid off as Mester was trying on a keeper. He's going to get dropped for a loss of 2 in the backfield, back to about the 39. So McLaughlin, number 15, was in on that tackle for the Cardinals. It'll be 2nd and 12. See what the Devils dial up here. Clock running. 6-0 your score. Looks like Plum is now on the. Oh, we got flags. The Devils, once again, they're going to get caught for illegal motion. I think everybody knew what the snap count was except the center.
Right.
So it'll be false start, and that'll back it up even more. It'll make it 2nd and 17. The sideline marker, they need to. A little too happy. It's 2nd down there, buddy. Now they got it right. Ball moved back to about the 34-yard line. Wickliffe has to get to the 49 of Brookside for first down. So it'll be 2nd and 17. One wide to the left side, wide right. Oh, bad snap to Mester. Luckily, he pulled it down, but in there to bring him down hard was number 52, Ryan Kelly, and that's, again, Mark, they're going the wrong way. This time the ball has been marked back to about the 29-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 21, and I think Brookside has basically said, we're just going to bring the pressure and make you beat us. And they did that once again, and, an errant snap didn't help on that last play. And we'll see what happens here on 3rd and long. Mester awaiting the snap. Looking to throw. He's under pressure. He fires. It's complete to Plum. 40. He's out to about the 45. Close to a first. Well, he's going to be shy of a first down, but a little bit of a flanker. I should say a little like a running back screen there. As Lasavera was there to bring him down. But nice gain on that play.
And they're hurrying to the line.
And we'll see if looks like Wickliffe's going to go for it. It'll be 4th and about 7. I think he's trying to draw him offside, Mark, and Brookside is showing blitz.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's what they're trying to do, try to get him to draw off sides. And they'll probably just let the huddle clock get down and then take it. Now they're going to take a delay of game.
No, they took a timeout. Marsh took a timeout.
Oh, he did?
He did, yeah.
So 4:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 4th and 7. Ball at the Mark. They're marking off. Marking off the yardage.
Wow, it looked like Coach gave the timeout to him, or just said, "Yeah, give us the penalty," huh? Wow. Well, we'll see how Gio Martinez's leg is here. We've seen him punt 2 or 3 times already this evening.
So Martinez is set back at the Wickliffe 25-yard line. And sitting at the 35 for Montgomery's back at the 35. The snap is back as basically an end over end. Montgomery picks it at the 40. He makes his way out to about midfield where we've got a flag down. Let's wait and see what the call is here.
Well, we got to have can't possibly be on the kicking team, can it?
Mark, it looks like they're backing Brookside up. So either
it's rare when you're punting the ball and it's on you.
Probably a block in the back.
Yeah.
3:53 to go here in the third quarter. The Blue Devils on top so far in this one by a score of 6-0. So they're marking it back from the 42. So probably take it back to the 30. Now they marked it at the 33-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Brookside. That's a loss of about 17 because Montgomery made it out to the 50. So we'll see what happens here as the Cardinals will have it on their second possession here, the second half. Era, your quarterback, he's in a shotgun formation. He's looking to throw, he sets, he fires, he completes. And once again, his seems to be his favorite receiver tonight has been Anthony Robinson. We've got another flag down. And I think this is probably also going to go against Brookside because that flag is thrown all the way back. Yep, it's motion, illegal motion on the Cardinals. Mark, it's almost like the Blue Devils need to man up a bit closer on Robinson. He's been a favorite target of Ara tonight, and he's been open.
Mm-hmm. He's just so tall.
So this will back the Cardinals all the way back to the, looks like to the 28-yard line. So it'll bring up a 1st and 15.
I think the last time, well, I won't say last time, but one of the last times of the last dozen years or so that we saw somebody that big and able to catch just about anything was that Brian Robisky.
Well, for Chagrin Falls.
Yeah.
And then later played for Cleveland. So 1st and 15, they hand it off to Montgomery. He's going to get met. Mark, looks like they brought him down in the backfield. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Promosic on the tackle, but it was Klitzberger. And they're going to give a favorable spot, no gain on that play. So it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 28-yard line. I'd expect to see Brookside go to the air here on 2nd and long. Clock running. About 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 6-0 your score. The Blue Devils on top here in the season lid lifter of 2022. They've got 2 wide to the left side, 1 Robinson wide to the right. Devils showing blitz. And yep, Ara's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to get brought down. He's going to take off and make it out to about the 29-yard line. Nice pursuit there by Gio Martinez and Promosic. So this will be 3rd and 13, where you probably pretty much figured they will go to the air here.
Frank, guys, you got to wonder, like a lot of these guys, as we said earlier at the outset of here in the second half, a lot of these kids, I mean, they're just human. They really had their way in this game last year. And I wonder if they had a little bit.
Came in a little overconfident?
Maybe.
Well, we'll see what happens here. 3rd and 13, clock running, under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Blue Devils showing blitz. Era looking to throw. He throws a little flat pass. It's going to go nowhere. He completed it, but maybe a gain of 1 out to about the 31-yard line as he completed it there to Sean Moore. That's going to bring up a 4th.
Right.
4th and about 12. Ball's going to be sitting about the 31.5-yard line.
Junior Ryan Quinn for your Blue Devils was on top of that one.
So Mester and Bobby Plum going back in double safeties. They're going to be back somewhere sitting between the 37 and 42-yard line. The snap is back. High end over end punt. The punting by Brookside has been great. And we have another flag coming in. All of a sudden we've got craziness by the guys who, let's see what the signal is.
I wonder if they got somebody off the line too early before the ball was kicked.
They're pointing at Wickliffe, Mark.
Maybe it was the guy in the white shirt they're pointing to.
54 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Got a hold on the Blue Devils. Oh. Hold.
Flag on the play.
But personal foul. Is that'll give him a first down.
Sure will. And it looks like,
But did the personal foul happen after he kicked the ball? If he kicked the ball first, then they'll mark the yardage off on Wickliffe.
Hope that.
And we'll have the ball.
Looks like that's what
and
they're
I
going
think
to do.
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think
good call,
it'll
Brandon.
rather than the Devils having it at the 35, it'll take it back to the 20
Better than them having it at the 50 and first
and
down.
a first down. You're right. So with 54 seconds to go, it sets the Devils back at about their 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Wickliffe, and see if they can dial something up, because the last few series, Brookside has had their number with regard to pursuit. They stay in the wing T. This time they got like a full house backfield, a running back to either side of Mester. The snap, they give it to Gargiulo, breaks a tackle, makes it probably about the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain on the play, make it 2nd and 10. That interior defensive line for Brookside has had, they've stood up from about the second quarter on. They've done a very nice job in containing the Wickliffe running game. So with about 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter, we'll see what the Devils are capable of doing. Bobby Plum's got it. He's across the 20, the 25, out to about the 27-yard line. A nice gain on that play. This will run out the third quarter. We'll set up a very manageable third down. So with 3 quarters in the books, here's your fight song. So about ready to start the fourth quarter here, and on that last play, folks, I thought they'd stopped them with about 3 more yards to go, but looking at where the ball is spotted, we're going to start the fourth quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Blue Devils. The ball is at their 28. They got to get to the 29 for the first down. If you're just clicking in, the Devils are up in this one 6-0. Their first possession, they were able to go the length of the field, 71-yard drive, and the point after was no good. So we'll see what tricks the Devils have up their sleeve or up their tail. I'm going to guess Mester's going to keep it himself. Nope. Yep. And it'll be interesting to see what the spot is.
He got it. Oh, come on.
Well, Mark, they're calling it 4th down.
I mean, that's close. I mean, that's close.
Now we've got.
I mean, the ball is on the 29, and that's where the first
Mark,
down marker
I
is.
think we're going to get an official measurement here.
Yeah, don't doubt. They just called a timeout. And I believe Coach probably asked them for a measurement.
You know, it looked like his forward progress was good enough for the first down. Some of the spots tonight, folks, have been interesting, to put it mildly.
It's only game 1, too, huh?
Well, we'll see if these guys are earning that extra $10 a game.
Heck, look, I will say this, in fairness to the officials, for sure,
It's a first down, Mark.
It sure is. The, you know,
Oh, come on.
They at least had to.
Come on. Folks, from here it looks like it is a first down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was holding his fist up as if it's fourth down. But I guess the nose of the football just touched the yard marker, and we'll take it.
I will say this though about the officials quickly. I mean, a lot of them even do 2 games because they had to, but it wouldn't even cover their gas. A lot of them are coming from a long way.
Mark, I understand. So we're going to wind the clock. Devils have a new set of downs. As nice, Bobby Plum's got it. Across the 50s he's still on his feet. Down to about the 41-yard line of Brookside. And Mark, I think the Devils saw something, and Brookside over-pursued, and the Devils were able to take advantage. And then once again, he got down to the 41, and they moved the ball back to the 42.
I would bet here soon we'll be able to have the ability to do instant replay, and it'd be something to be able to watch those things, because it's amazing how they're I can't even explain.
All you want to have is consistency.
Yeah.
That's really all you want to have. First and 10, Wickliffe. They're at the Brookside 42-yard line. They got something going here. As they hand it to Gargiulo. He's got his feet. He's got a first down inside the 30. He's down to about the 28-yard line, provided they mark it. Yeah, provided they mark it at the 28.
Well, no, they marked it at the 20, at the 29.
I mean, he made it to the 28, but they moved it back to the 29. Still, fresh set of downs for Wickliffe. Clock running, 10.5 to go. Devils up 6-0. Hand off to Gargiulo once again. He keeps those feet moving as he gets over right tackle. And Kitzberger brings him down. Gain of 2 on that one. So the ball's actually sitting between the 27 and 28-yard line.
Okay.
For now. Mester makes his way, Mark, for somebody who a couple weeks ago didn't know he was going to play quarterback, thus far he's done a great job.
We'll share that story here in just a second.
A great job. So he's in that shotgun. He's got Gargiulo in the pistol. On a delay to Bobby Plum. And the Cardinals were not fooled as he keeps his feet going. He gets down to almost a 25-yard line. It'll set it up as 3rd and about, we'll call it a
long 6.
A long 6.
We'll quickly share the story that Coach Porcello, and we've got an injured player down for the Cardinals. When we were standing on the sidelines earlier, he was talking about E.J. Mester, and the question that we had posed to him essentially was, the Sean, their Gans last year was the quarterback, and thinking he was going to come into camp as the quarterback, and he did, got hurt, and then left the team voluntarily. And Tuesday before a scrimmage that they had a couple of weeks ago, Coach was going to tell E.J. at practice the next day, but thought it would probably be better if he called him up on the phone and told him the night before. And, because they didn't want to kind of shock him when he got to practice the following day on a Wednesday. And E.J. said, Coach, we got it. I've got you. No, don't worry about it. No problem. And it's so far so good this evening.
The injured Cardinal was John Cieza Cole. So he's made his way over to the sideline. We'll see what the Devils do here. It's 3rd and 6. They're making their way into Brookside territory. They've got to get down to about the 19 to get a first down. We'll see what trick they have up their sleeve. Brookside showing blitz. Mester looks like he's now going to change the play as he moves Gargiulo over to his right hip pocket. And it's a delay to Bobby Plum. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, 5. He's still on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Wow. Mark, that was fabulous running there by Bobby Plum.
Sure was.
A tremendous 26-yard run with 8:42 to go. And the way this game is going, that might be enough, but you never know until the fat lady sings. He had the first down, just kept breaking tackles as he got to about the 9-yard line, and then just finally kind of like bulldozed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Earlier in the drive, and probably 3 or 4 plays ago, he almost took the same kind of handoff, and the Cardinals were there to stop him, but he just kept churning those feet.
Right.
And got another yard or two and more time off the clock, and here he is. We're in the end zone again, partner.
Looks like the Devils will
go for 2.
It looks like they're going to set up and go for 2. They've got an interesting bunch formation here on the right side. Mester rolling to his right. He fires, and it's knocked down by number 20, which is Brendan Gaynor. So the point after is no good. Devils up 12-0. Here's your fight song. So 8:42 to go, and the season lid lifter for the Wickliffe Blue Devils as they push their lead out to 12-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, needed that drive.
Yes, they did. And now it'll be interesting to see what the Cardinals do. Mark, I'm going to guess they're probably going to go to the air a fair amount now.
Yeah. So probably, we saw him most of the evening go with number 88, Anthony Robinson. He's a 6'3", 170-pound senior who looks like he's catching just about everything their era is throwing at him this evening. Certainly be looking for him. I would also say number 6 as well, Tyler Kitzberger, probably will have a hand in this drive here for the Cardinals coming up. But boy, oh boy, just delightful offensive and defensive performance. Not the best by any means at all, but boy, oh boy, what a way to come out in the 2022 season.
For sure.
And just,
for sure.
Just the confidence, I would think, is just growing now.
So back deep for the Cardinals, we've got number 2, Montgomery, and I believe number 6, which is Kitzenberger. Wickliffe gets like a pooch kick that's going to come down. It's going to get picked up. Moore. He's still on his feet. He gets it out to about the 40-yard line, where a host of Devils were there to bring him down.
Frankie Boo.
So Bukar brings him down, and with 8:35 to go, we'll see what the Cardinals' plan is. They've got nice field position set up. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. See if the Devils try to bring some pressure. I'm going to guess we're going to see the Cardinals quarterback, Ara, go to the air to try to get downfield as quick as possible. They got 2 wide to the left side, Robinson wide to the right. A delayed, they're going to run a halfback pass, and wide open. Wide open and going in for the Brookside touchdown on a trick play is Robinson. And I think what they did was they handed it off to Montgomery. And with 8:23 to go, the Cardinals were able to get on the board. as there was no one near him at all.
The classic, he got behind that corner, that defensive back that was kind of looking in the backfield. And we kind of thought they would be going to number 88 this series. They only took a play.
So we'll wait to see what Brookside will do for the point after. As Montgomery basically took the handoff and took off for the right side as if it was going to be a jet sweep, and then he stopped, pulled up, and fired where Robinson corralled it in at about the 30-yard line, and then it was a foot race to the end zone. Slow coming off the field was Bobby Plum, who was shaken up. My sense is Brookside will probably set up to kick the point after. Yes, that's what it appears that they're going to be doing. Where number 12.
I mean, Noah Atkins.
Noah Atkins will attempt the point after. Will be out of the hold. Out of the hold of Montgomery, number 2. High snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So 8:23 to go. Devils need to do something here. 12-7 your score. As took one play, 60-yard touchdown pass from Montgomery to Robinson on the halfback option pass. And that puts the Cardinals right back in it. As you can hear the Cardinal fight song across the way. Once again, next week the Devils will be home hosting Akron North. And then in 2 weeks, Painesville Harvey, the Red Raiders, will be here at Memorial Field. So Atkins teeing things up at the 40-yard line and heading deep for Wickliffe. Kind of interesting, they set up Brookside on the wrong 40-yard line. So now going back deep for Wickliffe will be Bobby Plum, Mester, and Gargiulo, as they're back around the 10-yard line with Bobby Plum he's at the 10, and the other guys are up at about the 15, 20-yard line. Just with 8:23 to go, be careful of the onside kick. Just awaiting for the officials to give them the go-ahead. They've been very slow at that tonight. Here we go. And we've got a end-over-end kick picked up there by Mester across the 35, across the 40. He's going to make it to about the 40, where he's going to be brought down there by a Kitzberger was there to bring him down for the Cardinals. So the Devils will put it into play 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Will start 1st and 10 from his own 40-yard line.
This is one of those times or points in the game where if you just execute what you should do, nice long drive, and then you can put this one away. Looks like Gargiulo to the right of Mester. Snap. They give it to Plum. He's across the 45, across the 50. He's still on his feet down to about the the 35-yard line of Brookside. Nice run on that play. Got excellent blocking from the right tackle for Wickliffe.
25-yard pickup for Bobby Plum. First down, Wickliffe.
So it'll be
Brookside 35 yards.
first and 10, Wickliffe at the Brookside 35. I almost wonder if that's the same play that they were able to get the touchdown on last possession. Devils breaking the huddle. Plum on the wing on the left side. And again, hand off to Plum. He gets some positive yardage where there to bring him down was
That was Kitzberger.
Kitzberger, but not before he was able to gain a couple on that play. 2nd and 8 from the 33. Wickliffe's got to get to the 25 for the first down.
Let's keep this clock rolling is what we need to be doing here.
Exactly. Seems like the Devils have seen something on the right side of, on their right side of the line there, where they've been able to penetrate. This time, again, this is Gargiulo. Gargiulo's down to about the 20. He's got the first down. As I think Kitzberger, who's been all over the field tonight, brought him down. If he didn't get him, he was gone. So it'll be 1st and 10, Wickliffe. Ball at the Brookside 20. So the Devils are on the march once again. Obviously, I think they've made an adjustment in the blocking scheme, which is the last two possessions thus far has done a nice job. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in the game. Devils up by 5, 12-7 your score. Mester awaiting the snap. And again, this is Bobby Plum. We've got a flag. I think we got a horse collar now. I think we got a horse collar on that as Plum got down to about the 11.
So that's a personal foul then, right?
I believe it is. There's 2 flags there.
Yep, dead ball.
Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask on Brookside.
Okay.
We'll take that.
We'll take that. That should be half the distance, which will set up the Devils with a 1st and goal, probably at about the 6-yard line. Just inside the 6.
First and goal for Wickliffe. Ball resting just outside the Brookside 5-yard line. We have an official timeout.
So with this official, I think it's an equipment thing, Mark, because Bobby Plum's coming over to the sideline. Mester's over here talking to Coach Purcello.
Winding the clock. That's all I care about. Come on now. Let's stick this in, boy. Really to come back and be able to do something like this and to answer, this would be just fabulous.
So Gargiulo now lined up in the pistol behind Mester. And Gargiulo takes it. He's met at the line for pretty much no gain on that play.
Stop by Keith McLaughlin and Ben Montgomery.
So Montgomery was one of the Cardinals in there on that tackle. And now Plum has made his way back into the huddle. So there's probably some equipment adjustment that needed to be made. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Wickliffe is at the Brookside 5-yard line. Clock just under 5 minutes to go. Brookside bunching up on the line. Plum's got it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Woo! The Devils come right on back and answer. I think that's 4:43 to go as the Devils answer.
I'd say it would be nice to get this extra point.
As you can hear, the crowd of 110,000 going wild here at Wickliffe Memorial Stadium. Now, Mark, it looks like I think they are going to try to kick the point after. Plum will be holding for Zivnoska, who will be trying the point after. Snap is back, and the kick is blocked. So 4:43 to go. The Devils 18. Brookside 7. Here's your fight song. So last possession for Brookside, they came out with a trick play that went for 60 yards. The Devils got the ball, and it wasn't one play, but they were able to consume 60 yards and get into the end zone and answer the Brookside score.
And take some precious time off that clock.
Without question. So 4:43 to go. Wickliffe sitting on an 11-point lead. On here, if it stays this way, it's a lovely Friday night. If not, well, bring on the rain. So teeing it up at the 40 is Zivnoska. As going back deep will be Montgomery and Kitzberger. No, I'm sorry, Moore. They're anticipating the kick to come in somewhere, the 20, 25-yard line. A high, more or less pooch kick. It's going to come down at about the 30, and I think Wickliffe's going to jump on the ball. It's going to be Wickliffe's ball. And no, it'll be Wickliffe's ball. They picked it up and ran it into the end zone.
It's not a flag. He's just marking the ball.
Right. I mean, it'll be Wickliffe's ball.
You can't advance it? Is that what they're saying?
No, on something like that, you can't advance it, but it'll be Wickliffe's. It'll be Wickliffe's ball, 1st and 10 at the Brookside 26-yard line.
That's a kickoff, guys. You got to touch it. You can't. It's a live ball. Maybe thinking like a punt or something, but
and you know what, Mark? We've seen this happen before, where the Devils, it's like they hit that little pop fly. It falls in no man's land, and the receiving team, if you don't get on that ball, you're in deep trouble. Now, on the play, somebody for Wickliffe is down. We'll get a name and number here momentarily.
I think it's a cramp. Number 10 for the Blue Devils. So that was Chase Benadio, and I think it's just a cramp. And that's another thing we've been fortunate about today, partner. No cramps,
so far.
No injuries, really, to speak of.
So some heads-up play by the Blue Devils in coverage, where basically the ball just came down and just sort of died. And I think that was Montgomery. He just didn't come up and field it and take off with it, and Wickliffe just jumped on it. So with 4:31 to go in the game, Wickliffe will have the ball. They have an 11-point lead. They're in Brookside territory.
Kickoff was recovered by Wickliffe number 8, Logan Ruskin, and it'll be 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Brookside 26-yard line.
So the Devils are back in business.
And the crowd getting into it too.
Yep, Gargiulo takes it, going up the middle. He's still on his feet. He's down to about the 19-yard line, going over right guard. And Ketzberger and McLaughlin were there to bring him down, but a nice gain as they've got it marked at the 19.
But tell you what, Frank, since the middle of the third quarter, they've really been the Blue Devils have really been moving the Cardinals off the ball, that offensive line. And again, I go back to the Renaissance thing. I mean, we saw those years when they would hardly win a game, 1 or 2 games, and then that run that they were on, and the lines always got better. The guys got bigger, they got stronger, they got faster, and it's just we might be seeing this again right before our eyes. It's fantastic.
The confidence level's only been growing the entire game. 2nd and 3, ball at the 19. Almost like a full house backfield as Mester takes it himself. He gets basically no gain on the play.
And we've got another player down.
We've got, with 3:16 to go, we've got an official timeout.
I don't know if it's a knee on this one or a cramp. 3:16.
Yeah, the injured player is for Brookside. Is the
it doesn't look like they're very much in a hurry to get to him. Maybe it's a cramp, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
That was number 7, which is
more.
No, it's 7. Lasavera. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Blue Devils. Pretty much 2 down territory here. And if I may say so, the Cardinals are looking a little slower now as they're making their way back out on the field.
Third down and 3 for Wickliffe. Ball to the 19-yard line.
Blue Devils have to get to the 16 to get a first down. Mester taking his time, even though Bobby Plum's got it. He's going to get met in the backfield where number 52.
Bobby Plum carries for the Blue Devils. Brought down to the backfield by number 52, Ryan Kelly.
Where Kelly was there to bring him down, and now Kelly's slow to get up.
Haven't heard his name called a whole bunch. He's one of the stars of the defense for this Cardinal team, and maybe just our tribute to our Blue Devil offense and being able to take care of one of their star players and just really silent all day.
So there was about a loss of 1 on that play. It'll make it 4th and 4. Devils will obviously go for it here. Clock running down to about 2:12 to go in this one. And now we've got timeout taken with 2:06 to go. I think Coach Purcell just wants to make sure he's got the right play call, right formation.
I think he was just running it down there and was gonna. He had 3 in his pocket. I think he was just gonna call it anyway. But that clock was running, and I think it went down as far as it could, partner. And I like it. This is
Mark, you're right. Good clock management. And Blue Devils are 2 minutes and 6 seconds away from victory number 1 here in the 2022 season.
We've got a second. How you feeling?
Like I need to go home and take a shower. I feel pretty good.
I tell you, it's hey, we have a new PA announcer. Nothing against our Gary Willis, who served for over 20 years, I believe. But I'm sure my brother will take his first PA announcing with a win for sure, and we will too. Hey, I got my rabbit's foot. I'm rubbing it in my pocket here. Am I even allowed to say that anymore?
I think, as far as I'm concerned, buddy, and say you're A-okay. 4th and 4 for Wickliffe. They're at the 20 of Brookside. They need to get to the 16 as on a delay. It's going to basically look like Bobby Plum up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 1. Or I'm sorry, Gargiulo.
And we got a timeout called from the Cardinals, I believe, just called a timeout.
So with 1:59 to go, the Devils are sitting pretty. They got an 11-point lead, 18-7.
They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
So the Cardinals will need to go 80 yards, get the ball back, and score again. So, Mark, I expect to see some haberdashery here as the Cardinals have 3 to the right side, 1 to the left. Era looking to throw.
And there's a fumble. There's a fumble.
The ball's fumbled, and I think it's been recovered by the Blue Devils. And Ara is down, and he got blindsided.
Who was that, Gargiulo?
Wow. I mean, he got knocked into tomorrow.
He didn't even see it coming.
No, and now someone else is down in the end zone for Brookside. And that, folks, should probably pretty much do it. And the young man that's down for Brookside, he's not moving. There's one of the linemen.
So who was it? Was that number 72?
Man, he nailed him.
Was that Promozic?
Well, they're high five in, I think, 52.
Oh, okay. So
But
that'd
man,
be Ryan Quinn if that's the
he
case.
nailed him. I think he might be saying, take that 42-6. Yeah, it's one of the linemen. They're tending to him there, the Brookside training staff. With just under 2 minutes to go here, my sense is the Devils will probably just take the proverbial knees and run out the clock.
I don't know. They've got some timeouts left. 3 of them they've got. I put that in the end zone, man. Hit 42-6. Do it.
So up on his feet and making his way to the Brookside sideline, I think that's number 76.
Yeah, number 76.
Fumble was recovered by Wickliffe number 72.
Jonah Canoho.
So glad he's able to make his way
Yeah.
off the field under his own power. That's always a good sign. So we'll see what Wickliffe does here is, man, Mark, you're right. From about the middle of the third quarter on, they turned up the heat on both sides of the ball.
This holds up. Just a wonderful showing for game 1 of this year, I'll tell you what.
Yes, considering all the work and stress and strain of last season. Snap is back to Mester. Bobby Plum, 5-yard line, brought down there. Looked like Kitzberger was one of the guys.
Bobby Plum on
And
for Wickliffe.
getting up slow is Montgomery. The Devils they've put it to them tonight. I mean, of the teams playing physical, Wickliffe has played very physical tonight.
And again, we're going back to that renaissance. It's
you're right,
It
Mark.
seems like we were always the ones to get manhandled, especially last year. And I mean, they just
and
come right out
and
of
when
it.
you look at the size of the line of Brookside, offensive and defensively, they got some big guys, and the Blue Devils have moved them around like crazy. Devils are in the victory formation. Mester takes the snap. The first time he's taken a snap under center all night. He kneeled down. So the Devils are doing the good sportsman thing to not run it up. When this one is going in the victory column, folks, the 2022 season is going to get off to a wonderful start. A little bit of revenge. The Devils taking out on Brookside after last season. Again, the snap to Mester under center, takes the knee, and that's going to do it as the clock is going to run down. And your final tonight, a wonderful ball game. Well,
Just
I mean,
tremendous.
it took them a while to get going, but once they did, they made a statement. Your final tonight here at Memorial Field, the Wickliffe Blue Devils take that OSU. 18, the Brookside Cardinals, 7.
And that's the end of tonight's game with your final score. The Wickliffe Blue Devils 18 and the Brookside Cardinals 7.
So the teams, as they do the handshake at midfield, we want to wish Brookside all the best of luck for the remaining 9 games of their season. The Blue Devils will be right back here next Friday night, as will Mark and I, as in town will be Akron North. And the footnote on Akron North is they've not won a game in 12 years. Yep, you heard that right. So something and we will bring it here on the network as the team is making their way over to the sideline, as the swing band is making their way to the sideline, as the Blue Devils will celebrate with the Wickliffe High School alma mater, as will be played by the swing band.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. Hey guys, congratulations. Well-earned victories. Game number 1 as the season kicks off on a wonderful note tonight. 18-7. Blue Devils over Brookside. And you know what, Mark? Obviously there's a lot that can be, they'll be all together tomorrow looking at film. First drive was excellent. They had some herky-jerkiness there in the middle part of the game.
Yeah.
But it seemed like you said, like the middle of the third quarter, I don't know if something was said on the sideline or what, but it's like they kicked it into another gear on both sides of the ball, and they put it to them.
Not perfect by any stretch.
Right.
But I'll take it, and I know Coach will as well. I'll be honest with you. I thought if I was going to be a lot closer than this, as it was 6-0 heading into the second half, and I thought the Cardinals were going to be able to maybe come back a little bit. But boy, oh boy, it's just that that little extra that we used to see in those playoff teams, and I shouldn't say the P word or anything like that, but I'm just those little extra things that we saw just a few years back and made a good run for it. And we, speaking with Coach at the beginning of the game, we said, obviously a W was the goal tonight, but, what were you looking for? And what did he say for, hope for 4, or go for 4 and hope for more or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And they did, and especially in that second half. And boy, Bobby Plum, number 33, really opened it up. And I think just a well-managed game, well-played game. Again, props to the offensive and defensive line. Hats off to those guys, because and a lot of them going both ways. They just had a heck of a game.
Mark, I think you summed it up quite well. And something good about it is that it'll be easy to look at things and say, guys, we can do this now. Guys, we can do that. Here's something we want to, make some adjustments on and tune it up, and they will. I think the thing we saw tonight was the maturity.
Yeah.
You had kids last year, as we talked about, had never played a down in organized football of any level. And a lot of them were freshmen and sophomores, and we still have a couple on the line. We got a couple of freshmen playing, and what I saw tonight was, whatever the message was, they listened.
Message received.
Message received, and they put in the work, and this was the result.
Well, I'll take this one.
I will too. So
good game.
You got it, bud. Folks, we hope we'll have you back a week from tonight. Akron North is here. We'll be on at 6:30, talk about all things Blue Devils, learn what we can about Akron, and then kickoff will be at 7. 2 weeks from tonight, we're back again. Painesville Harvey will be here. Again, another team the Devils would like to, let's say, pay the favor back, if you will.
Right.
So
we'll talk about that in 2 weeks.
that we will. Hopefully this starts your weekend off on a wonderful note. It does for me.
Me too.
I think the secret, a couple of those, Eastwind, was helping Bobby, pushing him along
37-12?
That's right, number 30. They run that 37-12 play. So, we want to thank him too. So thank you for joining us tonight here on the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. We'll catch you guys next week here on the Worldwide Blue Devil Network. And one more time, the final from Wickliffe Memorial Field, the Wickliffe Blue Devils 18, Brookside Cardinals 7. Have a great night, everybody.
Take care.